here we go.
Alright. The Alpha is in the east, I believe, and Innofunni is in the north. There's a little bit of water separating them. Inno really can't go to the east. He has to go to the west, mostly simply because there's more resources there and more land. Same for the Alpha. He's going to head towards his south instead of the north. So these players will develop away from each other, which will create more of an economic game than a rush one.
Yeah, it looks interesting from here.
Screed, you're really good about deciding when you go for philosophy. Is there ever a good time to go for philosophy with IMO?
Yes. I would say
What do you think about this match? It looks like they're going to need water techs.
yes, but at the same
What do you think about V getting climbing for that ruin?
I think it will pay off that ruins themselves are
This is interesting, though. I mean, it's definitely, like you said, going to be more of an economics, kind of a long game. They're not going to meet for a while. Looks like he's thinking about. Oh, there it was.
I think you should have held off on taking that. Whatever plan he wants.
So he didn't get climbing to go for the ruin. He went around. Yeah, I'm surprised.
Free Spirit now?
Yeah, he got chopping.
Ooh, I think it would have been better to delay Village Capture to get it earlier because now the price is higher. And he's getting these stars in mid-game compared to... Now he has a surplus of stars. Let's see what he's going to do with it.
Yeah.
The most conservative path would be either Rhodes and Org, but another option is to go for Mines and Smithery.
Yeah, Rhodes.
And Org are more aggressively oriented, whereas Mines and Smithery are more economically oriented with the ability to potentially get a giant through it.
See, I think he should get climbing because you know he needs that ruin anyways. But yeah, Rhodes and Org would let him level up that capital, that city.
He sees Eno's Org, so
Wait, what didn't someone say? Go for knights, right?
yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah, he may be just doubling down on the knight play.
Eno is going to upgrade a city. That's a...
Oh, wow. Look at all those look at all that metal.
Yeah, he's going to go for Smithery real quick, be able to upgrade everything, get some giants out. TheeAlpha will have to get pretty aggressive with his riders if he's going to be able to do anything before Eno gets out his giants.
That's so much metal. Dang. Yeah, I'm thinking less water and more just...
In Eno's position, he doesn't even need to get fishing. He can just go for giants.
Yeah.
Giants will go through the side, swords behind them, massive economy to build whatever. He'll just cleave through.
What do you think Ino's thinking about?
He's probably doing the math right now on how quick he can upgrade his cities.
Yeah, there's the roads.
Roads and climbing. Interesting. Oh, is he going for the ruin now?
Oh. He also has a lot of metal.
Yeah, metal is very common in this version. I think most tribes have about an 80% metal rate within their 3x3 city.
Yeah, we're going to see Smithery and giants. Oh, resources.
That is going to be helpful.
So what do you think? Is he going to take Smithery now?
He could. He's going to explore first. He's maybe thinking about a knight. If he gets a knight here, I don't think Eno can parry it.
Oh.
Oh, well, no. Eno's going to be able to see him and get stars, so maybe he gets a giant quick. I'd have to look at Eno's side to be able to do the math. He's thinking about the knight, I think. Or he's looking at money. Yeah, he's going for the economic path.
There we go. We're going to see mint. I was going to say mints. Forges. It's old as still forges.
Yep. The better tech structure. Wait, you guys are already He does not have Smithery yet, I don't think. He could have gianted easily here. He would have survived the knight attack, so very good on B for not going for the all-in.
Yeah, we should see a giant here.
There's the first giant. He needs to place that monument in the South City. The capital can get a giant all the same using a forge. But the second city can't upgrade to level 3 with either a monument or a forge. However, if it has both, it will be able to reach it.
You think he'll put it in the water?
Probably. Smithery is 9, which means it takes 14 stars to get a giant in the capital. So as long as he has that amount and saves the capital, he's fine. He'll probably build it in the South.
Yeah, that totally makes sense. Get a workshop there. Yeah.
And he's going to go for a rider. He doesn't know if the Alpha is going to siege, but if he knight, he'll be able to unsiege his
Right.
plan.
He's preparing.
He's not anticipating knights. Now, the Alpha side, he's very impressive for Tiny.
Yeah, every quadrant, right, has a city. That's unusual.
Well, most maps, at least every quadrant has a city, but
For Tiny, yeah.
Yeah. 4 is very standard for Tiny, but here
Yeah,
he's thinking about how he captures all those cities the quickest.
This game is not going to be over fast. Hopefully we can see some good micro and interesting combat.
Oh, it's gonna be giants.
Or just who can throw more giants at each other.
Type of micro, sure.
There might still be some water action, right?
Maybe.
Because it looks like the only way that they connect is along the perimeter.
But you can still march
Yeah, they each have another ruin within their reach. Yeah?
Yep. It's worth noting that,
It'll be fun to see them skirmish along a little strip of land along the perimeter. That really limits what you can do. That's the fun thing about lakes maps.
don't connect, you see like a, what is it, north?
Yeah, okay.
But it's not there.
Yeah, that middle is a dead end. That's really
That's
interesting.
gonna hurt him. Definitely has an informational advantage right here. He knows if he takes that
Yeah.
one city towards the center of the southwest, he'll be able to control, what is it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of the 9 cities on the map, and he will have a bunch of giants marching into the Alpha.
Yeah, but Thee can't see it.
Choke.
Yeah. He can't see the border there, so he might suspect there's, something in the middle.
Yeah.
Let's see what he gets from that ruin. Why is he waiting? Get the ruin already.
He's thinking about the rider over there.
Yeah.
Oh, he's going to go for the village. That's a great play. He's going for control at all costs.
Wow.
Can even steal that from him? Can not steal that village for him. That was an absolutely great play.
Wow.
Would have made him, any delay would have allowed Eno to get that village. That was crucial. Now he has 5 cities and he's going to be competitive.
And he moved the warrior off the ruin to get the other village. He's prioritizing the villages. Wow.
Yeah. That was a strong play, I think. In other versions of the game, getting the ruin before the village could have been better. But with 2-star chop and the explosive nature of version 51, it's often much better just to get the villages and save the ruins for later, unless the ruins are in the way somehow.
Yeah, I didn't see that coming, that he snuck along the side to grab that village.
Because his giant is now on that one tile, Eno can't really advance his giant, otherwise these giant will get the first hit.
Right.
And while giants are bulky, they're also very, very heavy hitters. So if a giant hits a giant, the giant that attacks will only 8 damage, but the one that is attacked will take 12, which can definitely sway the sides of the battle.
Yeah, placing that giant there is it blocks him because, yeah.
Stars. He didn't upgrade the other city, which is kind of interesting. If he placed a mine there, he could have upgraded it to level 4 and gotten a bit more money.
Maybe he just forgot.
Well, just like on scaling, he's thinking about melee, which I don't know if I could advise, but it is a way to play. I think swords and knights through the west are probably the best way to claim the game, but we'll see. Innofunni is looking up that city he can't take, and he's thinking of ways he can take it back afterwards, which is a bit of a losing game, but it is possible to steal villages that way.
Yeah, you think Ino can take that village back?
Yeah. I mean, Rider and the Warrior plus Rhodes take it back easily. The only issue then is, will he wall? What are the supporting units? But there aren't that many supporting units right now. He just explored and saw the giant, and he's probably going to hit it.
Yeah.
The giant will, well, no, he may keep it there, because if the giant kills it, then his giant gets first hit.
That's true.
Just keep the Rider there.
Yeah.
Yeah, because now he has the double giant. He's keeping the Rider there.
Yeah.
As the turn, the giant can't move, and if he does, 2 giants will almost kill it.
Yeah. That's smart. Do you think he should get a wall in that new city?
I think it's one of the only ways he would hold on easily, because right now there's not a lot of units by that city. And Eno is definitely set up to harass. I don't think he should have roaded the Warrior. I think he should have put it 1 back slightly, because he knows there's no other units in range. And he could have hidden that he had Rhodes a bit better, but we'll see. The Alpha's turn. The Alpha's trying to figure out where the city is for Innofunni. That's why he's clicking on the tiles.
Look at that.
He He span clipped on that tile by the ocean. He knows that it's water because you cannot have a land tile directly adjacent to a water tile, only diagonal.
Yeah.
Or ocean tile. He bought fishing. He's going for sailing. He's playing the naval game.
Oh, wow.
And then Eno's going to steal that city in the west, which is going to be very rough. He's going to chop. He's going to go for explorer, but he may not even go for explorer. He may go for units who he needs to get that. Well, it doesn't matter. Eno's taking the city, which is going to be brutal. He's not going to be able to easily giant on that south corner city. If he gets a explorer rune, not explorer, veteran sword rune, it's going to be a bit easier to hold, but still, Eno is going to take the city advantage very easily. And if Eno gets knights and swords behind that, it's going to be very tough for the Alpha to avoid going down the 3 cities. While he does have the potential to giant in the 3 mine city, it's going to take a while for it to get down south. So he's going to need to anticipate that if he doesn't want to be down 3 cities to 6. I think investing this heavy in naval before he did the explorer was a bit of a mistake, because now he has all his eggs in the wrong basket, and he's noticing that because now he's sending the fighters down south to try to defend. It's worth noting that he can, depending on what Eno does, he can unsiege. If Eno plays this, he can unsiege most situations, but Eno's going to be continually investing in there.
I'm actually excited to see if they can do some kind of water naval combat.
Let's see. Eno sees all the riders down there. He knows he can't quite block and siege, but he's going to be able to continually force the Alpha to focus there until he's able to get stronger units down there. But he may abandon that front entirely, but I don't think that's what Eno will do. He's going for the siege. He's retreating the rider because he knows it won't stick, but he's going for the continual re-sieges. The Alpha will then have to abandon the rune for this turn using his warrior and his rider to take the city.
Yeah, if he wants to unsiege, he has to delay taking that rune.
I think he may road to that city and connect it using a mine. Or get stars using the mine and the roads, but we'll see. He was thinking about it, at least because he clicked on the tile, but it's not quite worth it. It's a lot of stars just to get a small investment. Because he's basically paying 6 stars for the 3 roads just to get 1 star per turn. But it also gives a unit slot, which gives him more of an army in the west.
Looks like it's already connected with a road.
There's about 3 roads there.
I don't see it. But it has the little symbol.
Oh, he's getting knocked out. He's definitely making that play. No, there's not the road symbol.
No?
There's no roads either.
I think I'm looking at a different one.
I'm talking about the west. Yeah, he's going for a knight.
Wow.
He's definitely going for that land play I was talking about, where if you control the southwest, you control most of the cities and you just crush.
Mm-hmm.
Going for that land-oriented play that I mentioned is often valuable, because even though naval is good for control, the current version makes explosive control of cities too valuable. He retreated the rider because he didn't want to offer a free kill to the giant, but he's still keeping the 2 giants around as a deterrent. Now over on B's side, he's looking at how to unsiege while mitigating the threat of a knight. So he's going to go for the warrior and the rider. He's going to retreat the rider and then probably build a warrior, but he knows he has to space his units out. Otherwise, that knight will tear through him.
Yeah.
Is he going to place it on the rune? No. The real risk of the knight is, because that area is so constrained, it's going to make Micro very awkward. He's going to have to space out his units, which is going to really limit the number of units he can have in that area.
Mm-hmm. Do you think Thee can get a wall in that city?
He no longer has the necessary force, but if he does a port, yes. that city is probably a very wise play. Or you could just go defenders, but walls more easily accessible.
Because he has to think how to stop that knight. Other than spacing things out, right? You want to block it.
Well, spacing riders out in the back for now will help, but let's see.
Wait, does he have? He could get a swordsman there.
Oh yeah, they have smithery. He needs to build a swordsman.
He needs to build a swordsman. He'll be fine with a swordsman.
The funny thing is, some players are so rider focused that he may forget altogether about the ability to get a sword, but he should build that sword.
Well, he should not get defenders. He already has swordsmen.
Yeah. He's looking at it. He sees his sword. He needs to build the sword.
Do it! Do it! You have 6 stars left! Ah!
He can't. Oh my, he can't build the swordsman anymore.
No.
And he has a bunch of riders clustered there.
We'll have to ask him later. We'll have to ask him.
If he builds a warrior, he's fine because then can't reach to the riders.
Yeah.
He's setting up for a siege of that central level 4 border road city with his giant on the boat.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if has vision of that. I'm not looking at his side right now.
Oh, yeah, I can see both. Yeah.
Otherwise, there's going to be a giant on there, which will be very expensive to handle.
He does. They both have vision. They can see everything.
Yeah, okay. Get the warrior. Get the warrior.
I haven't been timing them. Maybe I should start.
You probably should. I think this turn has been like 3 minutes.
Yeah, that's what I've started to realize. Oh, this is taking longer than usual. I got to start.
This isn't quite bullet, but oh well. Never was. Omega Perligoo wasn't able to make it.
Too many players with the name Omega in their name.
It's just 2.
No, there's a third. There's someone in my team who's named Omega Tau.
Oh.
It's funny. Yeah, I'm going to have to ding him like, come on, dude. It's been 2 minutes. Let's go. All right, I'm going to start timing them for real now.
All right. Looking at Ino's side, he knows he can't easily attack the west now. There's too many riders there. And there's he can technically siege, but it's going to be somewhat in vain.
What else are you going to do with that knight?
Actually, I don't think he can siege the city and take it if he uses the knight, the warrior. There's not enough riders. He can use is he going to go for it? If he builds the roads, the knight kills the city warrior, kills the warrior. That then creates a ZOC. 3 riders are necessary to kill his knight, and the rider that will be sitting on the village cannot be killed by a single rider that he will have left over. So there was not sufficient defense of the city, but we'll see if he goes for that. He's getting the giant of his own to both ZOC the enemy giant and also to set up his own naval play. He doesn't have enough stars left for the roads to kill.
Oh no! Did he chop somewhere?
He just disbanded his own rider.
Oh.
No, he lost the unbreakable capture.
He disbanded. Wow.
He should have saved.
All right, let's see what Thee's going to do. Is he going to get that ruin first? Population? That's not useful unless he starts.
Well, if he gets 2 ports.
Yeah.
20 stars for a giant. He does somewhat set up custom houses though. That's interesting. Funny by not using the rider in the west has pretty much stalled over there, and now the Alpha is going to be able to get up swords, get up walls, get up whatever. So now it's going to be 5 cities to 4 in Thee's favor instead of Ino's favor. Very well could have gotten up to 6 cities, which would have been game winning, I think.
I have a feeling I may start doing some technical dinging on them taking too long because This game is so complicated. These turns are taking a really long time.
Just commented that the game ends in 7 minutes. He's definitely keeping track of the time limit.
Ooh, I haven't been.
There's 6 minutes left in this game. He said on the reason he didn't go for the city capture is that the game ends in 7 minutes and he's going to meet a friend for a haircut.
Ah, well, priorities, right? Come on.
Yeah, but if he went for the 6 cities, he would have won on tiebreakers of simply having...
Okay, I need to undeafen Thee and warn him, so don't give any away critical things. Thee, you have 15 seconds left.
3 mind benders in the south.
No, but you have 5 seconds left. There we go. Well, I'm glad Ino's keeping
No,
track.
they're going for full naval, which is a real shame. He could have just gone for the cities and won on tiebreakers. 6 cities to 3. Oh. I think V will probably win tiebreakers this way, having more cities and more production spots to get up a navy, but we'll see.
Yeah, the spawns were really well matched.
5 minutes left in the game. Oh, so he goes for the attack now, but not earlier. It's still an unbreakable siege, unless he goes for a battleship. Come on, kill the warrior. Yes! Now, if he had more stars, he could have trained another knight, which would be even more threatening to try to wipe the riders out afterwards, but...
That would have been fun.
Oh, well. I think that was the play on turn 13 that would have allowed him to get to 6 cities. 4 minutes left in the game.
I want to see a knight plow through all those riders.
He could have had one this turn, but he didn't go for it last turn. Very sad. The Alpha is looking at the south, figuring out how he handles it. He's going to kill the knight because that's an immediate threat. And he knows there's not a second knight waiting for him. So he's not too intimidated. He's going to be able to retake that city pretty easily, which is a shame. I think, could have won on the 6 city tiebreaker.
And this is why we have tiebreakers, because sometimes these games can go on forever.
3 minutes left. What a shame. He could have won. I'm going on like a broken record on this.
Yeah.
Win.
I can tell it's really eating you up. You're like, oh, all this regret.
When I see somebody who has the crawfish roll win a game, just very excited.
You're rooting for your teammate.
There are...
Hold on, I gotta undeafen him to warn him. Wait, I gotta warn him. You have 15 seconds left, Thee.
He got a mind bender. That's
Shush.
fantastic. He's going to use it to heal.
Shush.
Oh, that's the kind of game this is.
5 seconds left. 2, 1. Oh, wow. Okay.
That's amazing. He got a mind bender. What a game. There are 2 minutes left in this game, and I think Thee will win on tiebreakers.
Very exciting.
Very sad. Eno's not going to keep that city. Actually, if Eno stalls this game, Eno can stall for the next turn. If Eno stalls enough, this will end on his turn, which is somewhat beneficial. Woo!
Wow.
2 minutes left in the game. Turns are 2 minutes.
You know,
He just needs to take the city, stall, and be on 5 cities to forward to the turn breakers.
it's okay to use the rules of the tournament. It's okay to use the rules of the tournament to your advantage.
Yeah. Come on, stall.
That mind bender, that's something else.
That's really funny. D would win if this game went on. He's getting the 9. He just needs, honestly, with the rules of the tiebreaker, if you want to maximize your chances of winning, you see there's less than 2 minutes left. You deny the opponent the chance to move because any actions they can do can make their position better. You just go for as many cities as possible, as many stars per turn as possible, because I believe those are the first 2 tiebreaker conditions. He's focusing on military, but honestly, he just needs to gamify the win conditions for tiebreakers. But he's playing this honestly, which is respectable. Ooh.
He's being a good sport.
Yeah. The game ends, though. There's
Yeah.
0 minutes left.
He's got like 30 seconds or something.
Yeah.
All right, so let's call it. Where are the tiebreakers?
I don't know the list, but looking at this right, let's make a decision when finishes. I mean, not D finishes, but D wins this game. I think he has more cities. He has a mind bender that he has giant advantage, especially since he stole one from Eno's not going to be able to defend all fronts at once. D has naval supremacy. I think he has a slightly higher economy, but I'm not checking. He has a giant that's going to threaten the capital, and doesn't have many ways of defending it. Yeah, I think D just crashes in from all sides with a city and giant advantage.
Yeah, that sounds reasonable.
I get the win of D.
All right, I'm going to ping them. Good game. This was really fun. This is really exciting. Excellent.